More tonight about the close ties between the suspect and the victims in a horrific double murder-suicide. We brought you this as breaking news last night out in Washington County.
Deputies tonight saying the killings were a case of domestic violence. Just so sad. Our Jamie Seymour talked with investigators about this case and live now with the very latest. Such a heartbreaking situation, Jamie.
Absolutely tragic. And Washington County has not yet released the name of those two victims, but we are learning more about the suspect. And according to court records, that suspect does have a history of domestic violence, including charges from this year that he was set to go to trial for early next year.
This is just an unimaginable tragedy.
A community now grieving. The Washington County Sheriff's Office says they were called for a domestic disturbance Wednesday night to a home on Southwest Shoals Ferry Road. They learned two women were shot and killed during an argument with the suspect, identified as 46-year-old Carlos Jimenez Vargas, who then turned the gun on himself, later dying at the hospital.
The relationship between the suspect and one of the victims there was a marriage relationship there at one point or another.
The sheriff's office says the woman's sister was also killed. The victims have not been named, but according to court records for Jimenez Vargas, he had a number of charges this year, accused of threatening a woman with a gun and strangling another, both of which the state said were considered acts of domestic violence.
It's an ultimate tragedy. Survivors are never to blame and are never at fault for the abuse that they are suffering.
While it's unclear the circumstances of what happened Wednesday night, the court records detailing the charges said many of the instances happened in front of children. Rachel Schutz with the Family Justice Center in Washington County says oftentimes children can be caught in the middle of domestic violence and abuse, and as a result experience severe emotional and psychological impacts, and it's important to seek help for them.
It is traumatizing to witness violence against someone that you love.
The Family Justice Center has a number of resources online and by phone for anyone experiencing or witnessing domestic violence or abuse, and they want to remind survivors that they are not alone.
There are agencies and there are resources that stand ready to help you, to talk to you, to think about a safety plan, to help you find safety, and to help you support loved ones.
The Family Justice Center hotline for those who may need it is 503-430-8300. But if you do find yourself in a domestic violence emergency, call 911. The Family Justice Center also has a number of resources available online and over the phone, including how to recognize any abusive signs, how to secure your phone and your internet use, and steps to take to protect your family and your loved ones. And again, we have that hotline and all of those resources available on our website, KOIN.com. Reporting live in Washington County, Jamie Seymour, KOIN 6 News.